Hi guys, welcome to DevOpsSchool. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Ansible network modules. Ansible network modules can configure your network state, test and validate existing network state, and discover and correct network configuration drift. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of Ansible will be absolutely clear to you. This series divided into multiple parts, therefore subscribe to the channel and follow the playlist.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOpsSchool certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
I think maybe you need to use some parameter like Append.
I'm already using. I'm not using Append, but I'm just trying to use replace. But that also didn't work there. So yeah, we'll try using Append as well. So to use Append, just need to add this also. So we should see two highs in the file, right?
Right.
We are only seeing one high. So, but what is the issue? So I'll tell you what. So this is not about the issue of what Ansible does not run every command from the arguments, like, because before we discussed that we have discussed that we can run commands, but we will not be able to add any details to a file, add any text to a file, or add any notations to a file or something. You change the file in the content as well. You could run a command, you could create files, you could remove files, you can create directories, remove directories. But to add something here, what you should do is something. You should use a module. What module Ansible has is Ansible has a shell module with them already.
So basically, you need to call a module.
Yes. To write something, you should call a module. So I'm calling a shell module. So let's see. So it says changed. Now it already has an high. Let's try to append it now. And it says it should connect and say change. So if you try to cat file, you see we can see both highs.
Right.
Yeah. So this is how it works. You will not be able to edit anything. Like as we told, we will not be able to add text or notations or anything to a file, but you could create a file with a regular. That's how it works. That is a difference. We have cleared the next session also on this. Word, like, you understood, right? Like how to create shell commands and all.
Yeah, I got it. Yes, I got it.
Let's go back to home. Next, something I want to show you is something Ansible. I'm trying to ping localhost, right? And I'm using module setup. What happens here? So you know your system administrators, right? Who's working around there and who might be working.
Right.
So
okay.
So what is happening here is it shows all the details of the system. You see what are the Ansible facts, what are the IP addresses it is connected to. This one will go into depth because this is what we are going to work in future, because this is what you wanted to learn about network and processing, right? So after next 1 or 2 classes, you will understand what is written here, because right now I just wanted to show what you're going to do. So you see the MAC addresses. What is the like we have multiple ports, ETH4, ETH3. So
can you go a little bit up? Something more. Okay. Can you go to the start of the command line? Okay. So you're using Ansible localhost -m setup. So
Yeah, setup.
setup means that those connections
It's a
that are
module
connected.
setup. So it shows after you connect to CentOS, module is setup. The name of the module is setup. What we can see all these details in setup module. Here you
Okay.
can use any host. You could, if you are connecting localhost, you CentOS or something, or next another IP address, you could directly Ansible give the IP address and setup. You can see all the details.
So
Like
from where you got these IP list and some MAC addresses?
the setup module itself. Setup modules actually pulls everything from the. Oh, you are asking how does the setup module gather all these details, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, this is something which is done internally by Linux itself. You're not doing anything with Ansible.
No. So it means that maybe you have multiple net record and multiple host. Maybe that is
Oh, you're
why.
asking about my system.
Yes, yes. For example, if you
Oh,
go on the top, go
yeah,
to the top.
yeah. My laptop has different network connected there.
So
Card
that is
setup.
why I think these list of IP and MAC addresses from these from your
Yeah,
laptop.
I use 3 Ubuntu's and
Right.
different things, right?
Okay.
I mean, so that is
So
why
that is why.
you might be getting all this. Yeah. And this is something which is used by administrators and all, and they'll understand what you'll know about it. Next, we'll start on collecting system information. How do you collect the system information when you're working? So basically, what are the information you do? So I'm just going from the core basics because I want you to understand completely. You're fine, right? Or you want me to directly step up and start
No,
something
no,
else?
no, no. I think you're doing. You're going on the right way.
Okay. Yeah, good then. So the setup, see, this is what we collect the setup. Okay. Now from here, what you can do is you can filter it. So we actually pulled everything, right? We
Okay.
actually pulled all the details. Now what we can do is something. You can filter what you want to. Like let's see what you want to. We want to pull IPv6 or something, or else
Okay.
you could
So if you want
suppose
to
if you want
do, yeah, if you want to do any filter.
or you could just directly run less or more, or you could use the attributes as filters. Filters you could use. See, I used less and I only got starting.
Yeah. Okay.
Go back. So that is like a regular command from this.
So basically,
Or
setup is a module.
Yeah, setup is a module. And
Okay.
now I'm using an attribute and I'm using filter. Let's filter. What I'll filter is something. I'll filter all this. I'll filter all the distributions which my Ansible is connected to right now. Then how do you do that? The first is you use all the distributions. We are filtering by name itself, so that's all. So that is why I'm using keys wildcards. And if I go with this, setup as extra comes only. Let's see. Let's try IP. So we would be specific. This is a new update, I guess. So that is what happens with updates. You need to make sure that you're using the new update. Ansible localhost setup, PA filter IP. What we can do is we can pull MAC also.
Or maybe use complete MAC address.
No, not the address. You could pull them directly. You could filter them. This is how you actually filter.
Yeah.
So you
Basically,
could
you're
filter.
using static, so maybe he can filter, right?
It should actually. What happens is we are using a wildcard here. Wildcard is something.
Right.
Asterisk itself says you select everything which starts with and ends with MAC. But this task setup has extra params which is only allowed in the following module shell. Oh, they have changed the module. If you see that, they have changed the modules again. So what I told you before was they keep updating the modules. Let's go back to now. I'll just show you what happens with the.
So, for example, Suresh. So, for example, if you created one script today, and after
Mhm.
For example, today everything or script is running very much okay, and after one,
Yeah.
2, 3 months, so you have to again modify the scripts.
No. You could put the version ending, right? So this has some versions. So the version will be there. You could lock in the versions there. I'll tell you how to do that also. You could
Yeah,
lock in
okay.
there, and that will work. So that is not an issue. That can be actually taken care of. The only problem is we are trying to practice, right? I didn't lock in the version, and it is showing me all the different things.
Yeah, okay. No, actually, when you're saying in the production, maybe after 1 or 2 months, you're not going to change again the same script. Okay.
Yeah, we will not change anything.
So maybe there, as you already mentioned, there is some technique, some method is there that automatically it
Yeah,
will update.
I'll show the tree facts also. What happens here is, and next to that, please be assured, you don't use command line in whatever we are doing now. You don't use this in your real time. This is
Yeah, of
something
course.
you should know, that's all, because
Right.
you end up knowing everything, and this is like you should know, because what happens is sometimes think about it. Ansible got something, it got screwed up, and you don't know what to do. If you know the command line, you could run the basic commands and you'll understand actually what is happening,
Yes, these
right?
are the basic understanding.
Yeah, that is why I'm just trying to make you understand the overview of base command line. And the command line might change with versions also, so don't worry about it. That is normal. That is too normal, and that happens usually.
So basically, when you're saying about the Ansible, it's a complete. Okay, we can create, we can add some script on the notepad or whatever in any text editor. Okay,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah,
don't
you
have
could,
any graphical interface, or even though
no,
no, we
Ansible has a graphical interface.
with the
Ansible
tower,
Tower.
with the tower.
Yeah. But Ansible directly, no, it doesn't have.
Hmm.
So Ansible is something, see, that is like Ansible is a command playbook. So usually, whenever you learn, everywhere you join some class about Ansible, or you directly join a company, anywhere, they'll directly use Ansible playbook. Okay, I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So they'll directly ask you to work on Ansible playbooks, and they directly teach Ansible playbooks also. They don't
Okay.
bother about the shell commands and everything, how it works and all. So you might get confused now, but when you're writing a playbook, you will see everything which we have checked playing right there. You would understand why are you writing a playbook, right? So basically, if you go directly log in, write a playbook and execute it, but you don't know why are you using everything there. You should know, until and unless you know there, you know why are you doing that. You will not be able to do it right. So you might be confused right now. Don't worry about it, but you will understand it clearly.
Yeah, okay. No problem.
Now, okay, shall I start the file module, or let us start next time or something? You're okay with that? I'm thinking to start the file modules now. So how to copy paste and everything.
Yeah, okay. No problem.
So this is the file module. What does it do? It actually it copies the file. It sets the permissions. You could just scroll down, you will see it. So it gives the ownership and the permissions. There's the same thing which we spoken about. So let's try to write a playbook. Or else we will run the file module in the we will run in the local host itself. Local host. And what is the module I'm going to use? File. And what are the attributes file requires? So if you just go back here, what are the attributes required? You just scroll up, says attributes. Attributes are resulting directory should have support that, like it says all different things. So you could read it if you whenever you have time. So let's go in the command line attributes. We'll give name. What is the name we are going to give? We are going to create a test file, right? and the state will be, we'll create a test file. And the state, what is the state we want to give? So here there are multiple states you can give, like the same way you created installed, or sorry, not installed. Here it is like created, or you could use a copy module, or you could use touch to create the same test file you create. State is touch. So what happens here? I just go into the center. You see, destination is a test file got created, group is root, mode is 644, owner is root, and state file done. So the file is created. If you see here, you can see it in the home directory itself, the test file got created.
Right.
So that's how you create a file. Now we'll see which directory you want to create. Now we will change the directory. Now I don't want to create in a home directory. Okay, I want to create in my own directory.
Assigning the path.
Yeah, just giving a path. So simply now it is created in the home destination. Let's go to and let's see test file. You got it. So that's simple is you use the files. That's all. Sometimes you might get permission denied, but make sure if you get that had -b, which you become. That's all. I'm using on as a root here. I'm running as a root. I'm not getting any permission issues. But you might get. Make sure that you put a -b in front of module or anywhere. Anywhere. It's totally cool.
Okay.
And we got the file. So and if you want to delete the file, suppose I created the file, right? State is touch. Touch is something I use the command to create. Now I want to delete the file. I'll just go back here and type absent and press enter. We see that the text file is there. And if we just go ls, there is no text file now. Deleted.
Right, got it.
Yeah.
So
just to make sure you understand, you get any doubt, the same thing which I'm going to tell you again. We use Ansible doc copyright. Just go back to file. So what does file do? Actually, it is file symlink directories. Remove files and symlinks. It says everything about the file, like what it can do. So just make sure you run whenever you use a new thing. Just go to the thing and make a habit of it, so that in future if you get stuck somewhere, you could just directly run it, and you would know what command to use and where to use. You will not be like stuck somewhere if you do not have an internet connection or something.
Got it.
Okay. So next we'll now use create some files where we can actually try to, or else let me just try to show you the file attributes as well, how you write it. So the attributes, if you can see all the attributes also. Just make sure you include -s or there, and you will find all the details. Okay. That's nothing that's clear there. Now, what else? Files may use create a file, delete a file. Done. So yesterday we have done till file module file. So we'll start with copy, and we'll go forward with that. Okay. We'll start with copy module from the command line.
Okay.
So you tried to go actually executing the command?
Yeah. Actually, I did some commands. So I think so. It's working for me.
Okay, great. So let's talk about. So let's see, how do you use the copy? Okay, just do as Ansible. If you're using a local inventory, you have to point I in the give a local inventory. So I'm not using anything. I'm just using local host here. Ansible local host, and you would set like you use the module. So which module you want? You just point -. You're using copy modules, and We will have to give the source and destination here. So what would
Right.
be the source? Let's see. So before that, let's see. Do you have anything? Do we have anything here? Okay. So we have an inventory file, right? So we'll try to copy that. Okay.
Okay.
So this command will be Ansible local localhost yum, and we are using copy module, and we have source and destination. So the source would be like, for example, you're in the same directory right now. So you
Mm-hmm.
might directly point the file, or else you can also you can also give the like a path to it. For example, so this source will be like, I have the file, right? Let's see what the file we have. Inventory. Just go with inventory, and where I have want to copy, you have to give destination, and there you can actually select where you want to copy the file, here or else you want to go to some other place. For example, I have already in home dot so we'll go to etc and we'll see Ansible. We'll try to copy into the Ansible itself. Let's see what happens here. Oh, sorry, we didn't specify the argument. So you have to specify arguments as well. Yes, sir. So it connects to the local host and it copies the file from there. So if you get any error here, there will be two kinds of errors. The first one would be like you do not become the user. If I'm accessing it as a user and I should have an access to the etc Ansible access. See, if you see, it says destination it is not writable because that is
Mm-hmm.
accessed by user. So you could go and give -b to become a user. Then what happens is it will go ahead and make you a user, like a pseudo user, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like you have the right permission. And so here it asks for the password. So well, let's, because I put a password for it, just ignore that. To give the password, you have to you can insert the -k, or else you could give a list of the host as well. Let's try to copy in home directory itself. So you can directly type the password here by giving -k, but that is the password is which I'm using the sudo, which is why I'm not typing here. But that's the we'll change that name. We'll change the name as it is inventory, right? So we can put high, and because that's the same place. Okay, I have to give the password. And destination would be to home. We give it high, and this because it asks for the. Can you just hold on? So you won't get this kind of error if you do the SSH thing. Like we have a starting session, we have I told you how to set up the SSH copy ID. You could
Mm-hmm.
actually create your copy ID, and you can copy your case, and you can actually log in without the password. So here what
Right.
happens is Ansible asks for your password because I didn't do the SSH in localhost.
Right.
So how to tackle this is, let me just give the password here, but I'll change the password. you can just remove, you can type it as ask become or so I could put B. I can also add another argument where ask become. It will ask for us to enter the password here. If you just give a password, okay, and you could do pass. So what happens is it will try to become the sudo user and it will ask you to enter the password. You could put this at last. Are you able to see the school screen? I think that last part might be missing.
Yeah, I can see the last line.
Okay.
That
So here it gives you for password, right? You have to enter password here.
okay.
So if in here in this case, if you do not use -b also, it's fine. If you see the to become, if you don't use also, it's fine because I'm telling the Ansible to ask me password. If you see now, it got copied and changed. Let's
Okay.
see. We see inventory. We used copy, right? So that is why it went to inventory and the high file is there. Before it wasn't. So if you see here, it's changed. It copied destination, and what is the permissions also you could directly see there. So if you see high has root permission, it says root, and the execution is 644, and that's what it shows. So this is how you use a copy module, but make sure that if you do an configure access like without SSH, this goes. With SSH, like you make agentless access, then it goes. If not, you could use sudo passwords the same way. You have to enter ask become password. And next we will start. And okay, so did I tell you about system information and shell commands, like how to call the shell module and setup?
No.
I think I have already told you, right? Ansible local
Which one?
localhost
I think
shell.
together local information.
Yeah, that is like setup. To get the local information, you use setup, but here in this case, to shell commands to create a file. We use touch. You know,
Okay.
yesterday I think the first part we created the file.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. Then now we will talk about editing the file. So how do you edit inside? Like suppose we know how to create the file now. Okay, we know how to create the file, or we know how to copy the file. Then we'll talk about how to edit the file inside.
Okay.
So basically, let me just give you an overview on it. So what is it? It is like a keyway. It is a keyway, like what has it will interact with the contents inside a file. So the module name is line in file. Okay. So you have to do module line in file. But what happens is what it actually does is if there is a text inside a file. Okay. So you can insert a line, or else you can insert something inside line, or else you can replace the line. So and what the best part of the module is, suppose if there is already a line inside a file, it wouldn't add another line. Okay. So, but if you want to replace, we have another module as well. Let's try to edit something in the current file. We have created a high file, right? So we'll just add something. Okay. Did you understand like what is I'm speaking about? Ansible. So if you're using local inventory, it's fine. If not, I could use localhost, which I'm using right now. And you could tell what is the module. The module is line in file. Okay. So, and you have to give the arguments now. What is the path to the file? Suppose you could give the path of the file is what is the path of file is. I have the file in home and inv is like hi is my path to the file. Okay. And what I want to add, just type line here, and you could keep line, and you could go with like okay, you could type hi.
Thanks for watching. To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Want to study further? Subscribe to our paid membership to get a deep dive into each and every topic. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to our DevOps School channel and hit the bell icon to learn more. Keep learning.